What is up, ninjas? My name is Semworld, and today we're going to be talking about audio manipulation for mid-tempo style music. So if you're making mid-tempo in the style of Raz 1788L and all those cats, hey! So what we're going to be doing in today's tutorial, guys, is finding a sample we really like that's going to be a tonal. It could be like a hit on something, someone shaking a can. You know, it could be a lot of things like that. It could even be tonal, like a girl singing. It could be whatever you want it to be. The rule here is that what we're going to be doing is applying effects to that so that we can create these weird textures out of it. We can make it sound even dirtier. Then we can process in various different ways. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys my favorite ways of doing this so that you guys can do it yourself. If you do decide to do this, guys, what I recommend you guys do is you have sound design sessions where you don't worry about music and you just mess around with the sounds so that you can sample all the sounds that you like, save them into a folder, and when you work on music, you can always go in there and find really cool stuff that you've created through audio manipulation. But if you're making mid-tempo, I do recommend you at least give it a shot and try it out because it's so much fun once you get into it, guys. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to show you guys my favorite ways of doing it, and I know there's a lot more forms of audio manipulation out there, guys, like granular synthesis and whatnot, but these are currently my favorite and more user-friendly for people to like you to just get into it really fast. Now, if you guys are in the market for these type of sounds, guys, if you want to get into mid-tempo or you're a mid-tempo producer looking for some fresh sounds to use, make sure to check out the new Desolation sound set over at evilsounds.com. It's going to be a sound set made specifically for this type of music with bass lines, effects, really cool stuff in there, how you can use some of those sounds to do my audio manipulation as well. But if you want to support my channel, that's the best way to do it because I know that in return you guys will get something really cool, something I worked really hard on. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this tutorial. Alright, fam, so let's get straight into this kind of sound design section where we're gonna be manipulating audio. I'm gonna show you guys various ways that you can do this, and again, like I said, there are various other forms of doing this, but it's up to you to kind of decide, oh, I like this to try it out, and then from there you can go into granular synthesis and whatnot, which I'll try and make a video on when I get back from vacation, guys, because after this video you guys aren't gonna see much of me for a week or two just because I'm going with my wife on a trip to settle some personal issues with her, and then also on vacation mode. Alright, so here I have this track. So this part here is missing something and I want to add something there. So the first thing is going to be to find something that's very atonal. So you can go with Foley packs. You can record stuff around your house that you like. However, I'm going to go with the Cymatic Titan pack that I acquired a while back. And I'm pretty much going to use the Foley section of it. So we want to find something we like. It could be anything like a paper rip or like a cardboard hit. But I want something like a little bit that has a longer vibe to it. Like that. That kind of works a little better there. So we can use that here. So that kind of sounds good already as a... So what I'm going to do is just have it like so, and we're going to focus on that part here. So this is where Foley recordings come really in handy. So let's see. I think it has a bit of reverb, but it's fine. Now, the first thing we can use, guys, to manipulate audio, and I really recommend this, guys, is going to be Izotope Trash 2. It's like 30 bucks. It's very cheap, and honestly, it's so good. And I'm going to show you guys what it's good for. First off, you can distort the sound if you feel like you want to add more harmonics to it or you want to just destroy the signal. We can go with any style of distortion here, and don't be intimidated by trash. It's actually very simple to use. We can go with any. So there you get more bars. The more you increase this up, the harder it is. The amplitude of that. You can also increase the drive here, which makes it a lot harder. It changes the way it looks, as you can see. So find one you... I like this one. It turns that Foley into more like a white noise effect or like... So, you know, a lot of these genres use that. However, from here, my favorite section in this for this kind of stuff is the convolve section. So convolution, reverb, convolution in general, what it does is people record like the atmosphere of a reverb. So pretty much if I hit something in a church, you get the after reverb effect. Someone records that. They don't record the hit. And then they sample that into this convolution thing. I don't know exactly how it works, but what happens is they sample it and then it applies that same vibe to your song. So there's a lot of cool things to be found. As you can... That gives us that. Intimate gives us that. Old school gives us that. If we get rid of the distortion, we get... You can also make sounds wide this way because what you can do from there is separate the left and right, and then you can add width or mod. So that's cool. So you can hear... Okay, so mess... You know, you have a lot of options. Okay, so that's going to be one of... We can... Electric gate. Now, the other cool thing, let's say you don't want to do none of that. It does have a ton of presets that you can mess around with. Like, just look. So there you get that. which is cool. You know, that one's like has a bit of delay. You can hear that. And then the convolution is going to be one of these guys. Trash, you can see that. So it's cool to study them as well. But a lot of times people, what they do is they'll just run through the presets as they have the until they get something that they like. So that one's really cool, actually. Okay, now from here it gets a bit more experimental. So once I have the Izotope Trash 2, you can choose to just flatten that or freeze the track and then flatten it so that you have the audio of it. Now from here, the cool thing about that is that now you can start to manipulate the time of it. So once we flatten that, we have access to it. So we can now manipulate the audio, like we can make it more in beat. So let's say we want this to come in here and hit by. Make sure you're in complex profile. You can see this part here. So we get that. You can see it sounds deadly as hell. But the cool thing from this is that we can now start to kind of transpose down to -12. And we can kind of get different tonalities out of it. Here we can change the format. So envelope. So that. Yep. The other cool thing about this is, let's say we want to time stretch the crap out of this. What we do is that when we're in warp mode, and you know, let's consolidate that, Control J. We can hold Shift and then just drag it out. So that way we have even that shorter now, time stretch. And then from there you can manipulate the audio. So you get like more like a whoop to it. As you can see, it just gives fucking awesome vibes. Now, we're going to go into something else, which I learned from Mr. Bill. He had like this masterclass I watched a while back where he recommended this plugin called Fracture. And what he did in Fracture was pretty interesting because it was like, it's that easy. Pretty much what he does is he runs these presets through it. So for instance, and it gives us different kind of vibes. So you can audio manipulate. Some of them do give us those type of glitchy sounds. So if you like that, what you can do is Control T, get the audio from number 24 here, whatever that channel is, and then you can just play it and record that. So here. So once we have that, we can say, let's get rid of that guy for now. Get rid of that. So now we have this. Let's say we like that. You know, we really think it would sound dope in a song and we want to use it. Let's say you want to use this part here. We can drag it there, and then from here it's just warping it. So once we warp that, it should be useful. You want to get it in beat. So you see it comes a bit late here. So what I can do is just move this. And then I can move this here if I want to get that super in beat. And there we go. Increase volume a bit. Okay, as you can see, it gives us some good vibes. And then from there you can transpose down, manipulate. And we have that. Now, from there, you can start to apply chorus and flanger to give it more metallic effect. Like, as you guys know, the chorus is really good for that if you want to apply that with a very low amount, low rate and a high amount. Okay, and then from here, pretty much that's how we have it. But now the next thing I really like to do, and I recommend you guys try it at least once, is grabbing a sampler and running like any sample you want through it or any of the sounds you made from, again, your audio manipulation techniques there. So we can grab this sound here and drop it. And then we can mess with it even more. But my favorite thing about this is to get it loud. It's going to be this FM section here, because when we turn it on, we can now FM that and increase the volume here to apply. So then from there, you can start doing FM too. You know, and then you can get stuff like that. So let's say we like, I really like that. So in my head, I'm thinking, let's turn. And then we would just add stuff to that to just get it louder, like Camel Crusher, just like the Big Room Secret Tool. Let's say you like it then, and you want to freeze it, and then you can flatten that. Now the cool thing about this is now we can kind of slow it down a bit more. And that's when it starts to get a bit interesting. So now we have this. Okay, we can maybe do this to it. So it's let's warp it to okay. Now at this point, it's starting to get a bit of tonality. As you can see, we started with something that was atonal, and now it's starting to get that tonality, probably because of the effect. But here, you know, we can just warp it and mess with that so that it's more of a... There we go. And then from there, you know, you can keep doing everything over and over again. Like, you're like, oh, I like that. Now I'm going to put a trash too. And that's what I like about audio manipulation. Any of the sounds we've made, we can sample and have as a sample, and it can work in different songs. It just depends. A lot of times, you know, having those samples will inspire you to make something. But from here, you know, you can start... I'm going to try... Or maybe just convolution would be fucking dope on it. To get it to sound, yeah, like a device. We can... Oh, that one sounds nasty. So now we have some. Here, maybe spread it out. Okay, and then from there, the last thing I want to show you guys is the LFO tool. Now, the LFO tool is super cool because what we can do with it is now we can shape this to however we want. Let's say that we want it to be, I don't know, for some reason modular. We can do something cool with it where it's kind of like a... Cool stuff. And then there's also some good presets that you can use that are kind of effects presets to give it even more of a crazier vibe. Okay, as you can see, that one is super... Oh. Okay. And you can play with the rate, which is the speed. Okay, and honestly, guys, audio manipulation is a bit like random, as you can see. It's just playing around till you get some cool sounds you like. But those are going to be my favorite ones to kind of work. To kind of get unique sounds, get some fresh sounds out of it. As you saw, you can create a lot of glitchy effects, and it all starts with just that cardboard box. Okay, and then with this guy here, you can manipulate those to create glitches, because from here, let's say that you wanted to create glitches, and I'll end it with that because I kind of wanted to get into that as well. Let's say we have this sound here, which is this bad. Right? And let's unwarp it and warp it again. Yes. What we can do is kind of transpose this down so it's fast. And then here we use this transpose, this beat transient, lower it. And you can start to get really cool glitchy stuff out of it. The only other thing would be that if you want that to actually work in a song, you're going to actually have to warp it. So the simple thing of that is that you just want to land it on beat. And then you just get that bad boy there. And vice versa. So a lot of options, as you guys can see, to really have fun with. Okay, so now we put that there. Okay, so again, a bunch of ways to get unique, fresh sounds out of this, guys. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the weirdness, the experimentalism that we do here. Remember to bounce out. Remember to keep resampling. That's what that means. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial to make these weird sounds. You guys take care. Keep in mind that you don't have to distort too. If you want to get glitchy stuff, you can use Fracture and just put a sound on it until you find something that you like. But you guys take care, guys. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you guys in a week or two. I'm thinking about making videos on our trip. I did buy a motherfucking drone, and I was thinking about making some fun videos over there. So we'll see if I can do it, if I'm able to do it, or if I'm just having too much fun. I maybe won't. But you guys take care, guys. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna miss you, and peace out.